It's TBIC, the best in sports entertainment. We're here live in Palms, USA. TNS Media Group is the team and the family. I didn't get a chance to speak about this, so I want to talk about Lamont Roach and Pitbull Cruz. Last weekend on Saturday night, those guys squared off in Texas. Huge fight. I want to start there with Pitbull Cruz is a very difficult fight for anybody. I don't care who it is. Excuse me. He's gonna bring the pain. He's gonna bring the fight to people. He's gonna be very, very aggressive. He throws a lot of punches, sometimes a little low. But this fighter, everybody was saying that, was criticizing Tank for fighting Pitbull Cruz and saying he didn't fight anybody, saying that he had a hard time with somebody like Pitbull Cruz, somebody who wasn't a champion, and so forth and so on. But through the years, Pitbull Cruz has shown and proved why he's a difficult fight for everybody, anybody that gets in the ring with him. Now, let's go to Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach, once again, everybody's saying that Tank is ducking, he don't want to fight nobody. He's fighting Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach coming up from 130 pounds to fight Tank and all the different things. Lamont Roach is a true champion. Lamont Roach has skills. Let's keep it real. Lamont Roach is somebody who's going to be a difficult for anybody that fights him in that 130 to 135 to 140 pounds. He's going to be a very difficult fight for anybody, and he can beat a lot of these guys if you put them in a square circle. So now you have these two guys that clash. Ultimately, this fight turned into a draw. This fight was a knockdown as far as him being on the cans, but his glove did touch, so that is a knockdown. And Tank, showed everybody. Now he did, get a victory over Pitbull Cruz, but he ended up being in the draw with Lamont Roach because Lamont Roach can really fight. Now these two fighters, Lamont Roach and Pitbull Cruz, fight to a draw. A lot of people were saying that Lamont Roach won. Some people were saying that Pitbull Cruz won. This fight was a very close fight. Me, honestly, I had it as a draw as well. I thought that the fight was very close. I thought that Pitbull, won a lot of the earlier rounds. I believe Lamont Roach kind of, won a lot of the rounds in the second half. There were some rounds you could have went to Lamont, and some rounds that could have went to Pitbull Cruz. But ultimately, this is what we come to understand, that these two fighters can beat anybody, and Tank wasn't, joking around when he said that these boys really can fight. I got to tip my hat to Tank because Tank, showed the world by putting these guys in the ring, putting them under the spotlight, that these guys can really fight. So where do they go from here? Does Lamont Roach, look forward to a rematch with Tank, or does he look forward to a rematch with Cruz? In my opinion, I think that he probably would, if the fight presented itself, he would go with Tank, of course, because the money is more money. But ultimately, you can't go wrong with picking Pitbull or Cruz because this is a fight that people will want to see again, including myself. So we'll see what happens. It's TBISC, the best in sports entertainment.